Hey everybody. Alright, so I'm just coming on here, not my usual stuff, but I realized something today and I wanted to express it in video form because otherwise I'll forget it. I realized when I was looking at my wife sitting in the car today that I could see her button up top slightly open between two buttons. And I could just make out a little bit of skin. And it was at this moment it gave me a revelation that it made me reminded me of that feeling I had when I was a teenager of just seeing these tiny little peaks. It used to just excite you. You're like when you're a teenager, just the smallest little things will just give you the biggest thrill. And it was kind of like when we used to look at the Sears catalog for those guys 40 and above. Yeah, if you're not old to remember that, it's like Victoria's Secret. I then explained all this to my wife after I figured this out. But my explanation to her was kind of like this, where seeing little peaks of her like that was kind of the equivalent of how it made me feel. It makes me feel when I view my kids. And just hold on, bear with me. When I look at my kids now, they're grown, they're older, they're teenagers, but I still see them as kids. I still see them as babies, like when I used to hold them with like one hand and feed them and take naps with them and carry them around. And I don't think I'll ever get away from that. Well, that's the same kind of feeling that I get when those type of moments happen. And it evokes a very positive reaction for me, and it's not perverted or anything like that. It reminds me of the very first time that I saw her, and the very first time that we were kind of intimate together, and it hit my head that that's what I see when I see her like that. And it just, in 15 years of marriage, it still gets me. And so I told her that, and she got the biggest grin and blushed immensely, probably more than I've ever seen her in 15 years of marriage. And she thanked me. She told me that was really sweet and adorable, and she appreciated it. And so it's just kind of a video to, let men know, don't be afraid to let your women know that we're not perverts. Not all the time. And if we do that, we can, get whatever. It's out of love. And we always see you the same way every time. It doesn't matter if you put on a little weight or if you don't feel that great that day. We see you as that. And I think that's important to remember for both men and women. So anyway, that's my TED Talk for today, and I just wanted to get it off my chest. So thanks.